Hello guys, welcome to CR90 Designers. Chetan here. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to make a forest scene in Blender. So basically this is the breakdown tutorial of the forest scene which I have created in Blender. So in this tutorial I will explain how did I create this forest scene. Before moving toward the tutorial, if you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel then please subscribe it. Now let's get started. So to create such kind of scene you need to have one idea in your mind. So you need to visualize what you want to create in the scene. So I have created this scene with the simple things. So first I have set up this camera. So I use the composition guide which is right here. If you see, then viewport display, and here is a composition guide. So I use the center guide. So you can see this is the center guide, and I have enabled this diagonal also, but I use the center composition and my main subject is at the center of the frame. Okay. Now then I use the depth of field option. So then I use the depth of field option which is here for my camera. You can see subject which is here at the center of my frame. Okay, and then the f-stop is a 1.5 for little bit blurriness of the background. So I just want that background should look little bit blurred. So that's why I have used the depth of field. Then if I come out from the camera view, then you can see right there I have used one HDRI, and it is a night HDRI. I have downloaded this HDRI from HDRI Heaven, so you can also download, and I decrease its intensity with the brightness and contrast. If I go to the shading tab, then you can see here is the world property, and you can see here I have used the HDRI and I have used the brightness and contrast node to decrease its brightness. So you can see that's why it's look like a little bit night feel. I have got that night feel right there. So that's why I have used this HDRI. Okay, then next thing, it is our main subject. So this is our main subject. I have modeled this rock kind of shape, you can say, and I have done the texture painting on this particular. So you can see, and there are a lot of trees. So basically I use this tree. I have downloaded this tree free, so you can also download, and I try to compose this scene with a simple thing. So here is my main subject. Then I have used two area lights which are slightly above to our subject, and I have given the blue color for this area lights, little bit blue tone, and the intensity is power something is 75, and color is slightly light blue, and I fix these two area lights above to our subject, means main part of our scene in the 45-degree angle. So you can see there are two area lights. So this you can see this one is area light, and here is also one area light, and one is at the center. Okay, so here is one, and here is one. So these three area lights, and both have the blue color. All these three lights have the blue color, little bit blue tone, and this also. Okay, but their intensity is slightly different. This area light has a more intensity, means high power. You can say the 75, because it is the key. It's worked as a key light, and this area light have 20 intensity, and this area light something 25, because it is, and its color is slightly dark comparing to these two area lights, because I want to create the shadow part at this side. So that's why I have decreased its intensity. Simple. Then I use these few PNG images of a grass, and I import these images as a plane. So you can shift A, and if you see the image, then here is option, you need to enable this add-on. I will show you add-on, image export add-on. So you need to enable this add-on. So this is the image export as a plane. This add-on you need to enable to export the image as a plane in the scene. Okay, import or export, I don't know. Okay, then next thing, if I talk about the camera, I forgot to tell one thing about the camera. The focal length is 30 mm. When you shoot something like with a wide angle, if you want to capture the architecture or nature scene, that time you need to fix the focal length lower than the 50, because you want to get that wide angle view to capture the most of the part of your scene. So that's why the focal length of my camera is something 30. Then if I try, so this is one tree right here, and this is another tree which is here. Okay, this is another tree and here is another tree. So basically I have used the 3 trees and all others are the PNG images. So these are the grass PNG images. I have used the array modifier on some. So you can see there is a array modifier. What did I select? So this. So I have applied this array modifier simply, and I created this grass kind of things. You can say this is the array modifier, and for some I have applied this array modifier. You can see. And then the next part is come our ground. So to create a ground, I have used a simple plane, and I have applied one texture on it, which is like a dark grass kind of texture. You can see. So this is our plane, and I have used the grass kind of texture on it, and I use the array modifier. You can see here is an array modifier to increase its area. So that's why it increases length and width, you can say. And I have used a simple array modifier. Then I added one particle system. So if here is a particle setting, and I use the particle settings. So I want to create the particles of the grass. So that's why that's why I have used these particle settings. So I selected simply the here is a one render option. You just need to select here that your objects which you want as a particle in your scene. So I have selected this PNG image of the grass. So you can see this is a grass, and I have used this grass as a particles for this ground also. So simple thing. So that's why I'm getting the grass right here. You can see. So this is a small grass which I have created with the particle settings. Then here is one light which is at the top of our model, which is the spotlight, and its color is light red colors, because I want to create that different kind of effect in this scene. So like a little bit horror kind of effect. So that's why I have used this red color, and I have used the spotlight for this red color. So you can see, and its intensity is something 500, and its color is red. And then if I come out from this scene, and then so here are 2 lights which are from the back side, and its intensity is something around 250, and its intensity also 250. So I use these 2 backlights. Its intensity is 500. So I use these 2 lights backlight, and its color, so both have the yellow color, and that's why I get the different effect right there, and which looks pretty well in the scene. So from this side and this side I got that yellow effect. You can see on this grass that yellow light. Okay, then if I talk about the volumetrics, so volumetrics makes a difference in your scene, and if you want to create any nature scene, then you should enable the volumetric. So you need to go to the shading tab, and you can see here I have used the volumetric scatter. So you just need to connect this, I am the worlds, so you just need to connect this volumetric scatter, shift A. If you search here volumetric scatter, So here you can see volumetric scatter, and you just need to decrease this intensity 0.03 or something like this, so you will get the right foggy effect in your scene. So just you need to adjust the intensity of that volumetric scatter, so you will get something like a foggy effect. And this is about the pretty much things of my scene which I have created in this Blender. And you can see here is a blue lights, and here also blue lights. One lights comes from the top, which is the red light, and I have done the texture painting on these models, and I have used the Imagen shader for the texture paint, and I have written only Serenity Plane. So this is about the pretty much things about my scene. Then if I go to the render tab, then if I click on this render tab, then ambitious inclusion is turned on, but I will take a render in the cycle. So for that, just you need to change the color management from high contrast, then you will get the desired result. Thanks for watching. If you like this tutorial, then hit that like button and subscribe my YouTube channel. Bye bye, see you in the next video.